You talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Pats and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now here's another carry for Harris. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. This is Harris on the draw. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Sort of interesting going with the draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it'd be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. His kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throw is Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw brought in by Austin. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Dillon. And the 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. With a 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing, Jones. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jones, another shot here after the pick-6. Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 14-3, that's our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side with Harris. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Jones. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tariq Carpenter got through and stopped him for the loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Powers through it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 49 yards rushing for him now in the 1st half of the Super Bowl.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Kick it away after the touchdown.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This off to Harris, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On the give, this is Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll run again with Harris. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, right in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, a 15-yard. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10, 46-yard line.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Looking for Austin, intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On the ground, it's Harris. Brought down at the 20.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Almost 2 yards. It's 4th down.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Open man, the tight end Henry. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
41. Packers 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taylor now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Packers. First down.
And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to wind up with a 1st down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 3rd quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This is Dillon on the counter. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. This is intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers. Now he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at their 48-yard line.
They run again with Harris. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They run with Harris. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They run with Harris. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On play action. Now Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Rodgers now after the sack. He'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down. 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, Parker, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But we've talked about it, Steve, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. Pushes him over and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for the Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 49 yards. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. A give to Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. But maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final try now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Mark it. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England